from North Putnam High School in Roachdale, Indiana. Welcome to high school boys basketball coverage here on ISC Sports Network, brought to you by Endeavor Communications alongside Jan Bozier. I'm Rob Connett. Oh, buckle in. It is going to be a good one. North Putnam at 15-2 on the year, hosting the Danville Warriors 15-3. Jan, great crowd for a Tuesday night here in Putnam County, and two great ball clubs looking to extend winning streaks here tonight.
Listen, we have 4 games left to the big dance. Both these coaches and teams know it. More importantly, Danville on a 7-game winning streak, North Putnam on a 13-game winning streak. So two teams who know nothing but winning coming into this ball game.
And both teams have some great players that they can turn to. North Putnam, we're going to be saying Ellis Lyons, Zach Huff, and Aaron Pickle. Those 3 guys have been monsters for the Cougars here this season.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We were here a few weeks ago when North Putnam played Cloverdale, and those 3 put on a show. They literally love to put their team on their back, and a 3-point victory against a really pesky Cloverdale ball club.
As for the Danville Warriors, you mentioned it, they are also on a 7-game winning streak, and they have 3 guys that they can turn to. Brady Ruggles averaging more than 20 points per game.
Well, they lost to Tri-West and Avon in back-to-back losses, something Danville rarely does under Coach Barber. But sometimes a loss will wake you up, right? I think practice, perhaps maybe a Barber speech, motivated and all that, and all of a sudden you want to be hot, Rob, down the stretch, and they have played really good basketball in their last 7 games.
Brady Ruggles, Tyler Dawson, Brayton McMahon will be saying their names a lot on the Danville side. It's going to be a good one. Both teams putting big winning streaks on the line. Jan's keys to the game and keys to victory coming up next here on the ISC Sports Network.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
Up to that last day.
Wabash has the lead for the first time today.
So that was going to be a highlight reel.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
Again?
Tortured by technology? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with Speed Geeks. Our Speed Geeks are expert technicians ready to rescue you from technology troubles. Our experts are here to get and keep your Wi-Fi running properly. We'll even make sure all of your devices stay connected. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications, technology for real people.
Hi, I'm Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And of course, we do the incredibly creatively and appropriately named Query and Schultz program every Monday on ISC Sports Network. Derek, it airs at what time?
7:30.
Okay, every Monday at 7:30. We're now on season number 2, and if history tells us anything, catch us now, because you never know when they pull the plug on it.
Why would you say that?
Because it's happened.
That's not going
before.
to happen here. Comcast, Xfinity 81, ISCSportsNetwork.com, ISC Sports Network, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, so many places to watch Query and Schultz, 7:30 on Monday.
North Putnam High School, the Cougars welcoming in the Danville Warriors on a Tuesday night. The crowd is ready to go. And we're ready to go here on the ISC Sports Network. Thank you to Endeavor Communications partnering with ISC for tonight's broadcast. Go to weendeavor.com today to find out more about one of the fastest broadband services in Indiana. Rob Connett, Jan Bozier, the rest of the ISC crew with you here in Roachdale, Indiana, for what should be an incredible night of high school boys basketball. It is also military night. They got some special
they do a lot of great things here.
You're going to have a giant American flag. There you see it. They're going to spread across the basketball court for tonight's national anthem. You got the Indiana National Guard here in attendance. So a special night here at North Putnam High School, and what a great game to choose it for.
You know, Rob, let me say one thing real quickly about Endeavor. I've done multiple games now for them. I actually got some feedback from some fans who watched us on Endeavor, some great things they said about it. They are so great, and they got such a great audience, and it's a great relationship ISC and Endeavor has had now for the last 2 or 3 years. I've been privileged to be on Endeavor. I want to thank them for allowing us to bring our cameras and put it on their network.
We'll now take this time for tonight's national anthem.
Thank you. At this time, would only those who have served or are currently serving please remain standing so we can give them a round of applause to show them our appreciation.
Anthem here at North Putnam High School. And now it's time to take a look at Jan Bozier's keys to victory here on the ISC Sports Network. Jan?
I got to tell you, Rob, I think we're going to see some three-point shooting tonight. North Putnam puts up a lot. They average shooting about 23 a game, as well as Danville does too. They don't shoot quite as many. Both of them shoot in the high 30s, protect the paint. I think that Danville, with their height, and you and I talked about this, Rob, we'll really see if they can't concentrate on getting that ball in the paint. But when it's all said and done, it's always about the free throws.
Special moment here at North Putnam High School as one of their own, Gabe Garcia, going to be going into the military.
That's so awesome. I could watch this all day long. What a great salute to our military. And this is a great, great thing right here. I'm telling you, this is what it's all about. As far as I'm concerned, we can salute the military every time I come to a ball game. Oh, that is so awesome. Wow, that's one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Isn't that great?
Gabe Garcia. And he's going to get a standing ovation from the crowd.
Awesome.
So a special military night here at North Putnam. One of their own going into the military, and you'll see during tonight's broadcast North Putnam wearing special Indiana National Guard jerseys, and that's why the student section as well, with the theme of Camo Night. So a very, very special night here at North Putnam. All right, let's get you your starters. Let's start with those visitors. The Danville Warriors again, 15-3 on the season, riding a 7-game winning streak. Tyler Dawson will start at a guard. He's a 6'4 senior, averaging 10 points and 7 rebounds per game. Braxton Fullwider, a 6'2 senior, also getting a start at the guard position. Brayton McMahon, a 6' senior, averaging 14 points per contest, along with, we're going to say this name a lot, Jan, Brady Ruggles, a 6'6 senior, averaging 21 points per contest. And then rounding out the starting five for Coach Brian Barber, a 6'7 sophomore, Evan Lawrence, averaging 4 points and 4 rebounds. They shut out the lights. They go all out here at North Putnam High School for their starting lineup. Here's what it looks like with Coach Vince Brooks. Again, they're 15-2 on the season. They started the season 2-2. They have won 13 straight since then. Zach Huff, a 5'10 senior, averaging 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists per contest. Ellis Lyons, another senior, standing at 6'2", averaging 15 points, along with 3 boards and 3 dishes per game. Matt McHarg, a 6'2 senior, averaging 5 points and 4 rebounds per contest, along with Aaron Pickle, 17 points and 8 rebounds per game for that 6'2 senior. And rounding out the starting five for the Cougars, Nolan Hackelman, a sophomore, averaging 5 points and 2 rebounds per contest. Coach Vince Brooks, his 3rd year here with North Putnam. Again, they are 15-2 coming into tonight's game, going up against the Danville Warriors at 15-3. One thing to keep an eye on here tonight, Jan, both teams right around 47, 48, 49% shooting from the field. They're both averaging right around 64, 68 points per contest. The one difference that might be made tonight, Danville has the height advantage going into tonight's contest.
Well, both teams that we talked about have 4 games remaining for Danville. This game in Crawfordsville look to be 2 of the biggest, not that the others can't be, but at least on paper for North Putnam. They have Danville tonight, and then on the 17th, West Vigo at 13-7. So this is a big game.
We're underway at NPHS. Danville in the maroon jerseys, North Putnam in the special white Indiana National Guard jerseys here tonight. The Warriors try to feed it inside. Pass deflected. It will stay with the Warriors. Again, Danville averaging 69 points per game, shooting just under 50% from the field. North Putnam averaging 64 points.
Well, you can see what Danville's immediately trying to do going into big Evan Lawrence, 6'7", 245. They have a mismatch there, and immediately they're trying to get that inside to get that defense to collapse.
First free throw is good. Coming into tonight, Lawrence 9 of 13 from the charity stripe, so he hasn't gone to the free throw line a lot.
No, but he shoots 69%. That's pretty good for a big guy.
Seguin rattles out. And here come the Cougars.
Well, always when you play on the road, a team like Danville, you want to get the crowd out of it. On the reverse side, if you're North Putnam, get this nice crowd going and get an early lead at home.
Pickle drives inside, had it deflected and stolen away. Lawrence had the rejection for the Warriors, but Danville gives it right back to North Putnam.
Well, Danville's a ball club last year. It averaged 74, not quite as much this year, but still, they'll push it when they can, Rob.
Driving inside. Oh, nice feed underneath. Layup good for Matt McHarg.
And I think the more that North Putnam Cougars can penetrate inside, the better for them.
A 2-1 start for the Cougars. Dawson can't finish. A nice rebound there by Huff, the 5'10 senior.
Huff is deceiving. Huff will be around the ball all night long. That's what he likes to do.
14 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists per game for the senior. Trying to find a teammate to get it to, and he does for Hackelman.
Oh, tough shot.
Wild shot.
Yep.
McHard. Crowd wanted a foul. Warriors in transition. Feed it into the corner. Three-pointer. No good.
Good look by Danville. We talked about the three. That was wide open. You got to take that one. A little flat.
And we'll have a bump inside the paint. First foul on the night against Danville.
Well, head coach Vince Brooks thought there was way too much contact for his liking that last possession. He was having a little bit of a discussion with the official down. Here's what he was talking about. He just felt like that was a little too close. I think they got the foul on that one, but on the other one that he didn't like, they did not call.
And another foul.
I think he may have got their attention.
Again, it goes against Fullwider, so the senior quickly picks up 2 fouls, and he'll have to have a seat on the Danville bench.
I'd like to take a poll someday to see how much sells blood that coaches have, because you work the officials to try to get those calls down the road.
Huff trying to back up on McMahon, kick it out, three-pointer, off the mark for Pickle. And the Warriors trailing 2-1, just underway here at North Putnam. Strong drive to the hoop.
Yeah, great recognition. North Putnam did not get over in time off defensive.
Dawson laid it up. A steal by McMahon.
Nice.
He'll give it to Dawson again, and just like that, it is 5-2. And now Tyler Dawson holding the back of his left knee.
Hopefully that's just a pull. That's not good. Well, he came down and just grabbed his leg a little. He's trying to walk it off. Hopefully maybe he just twisted. The best thing you can do as an athlete, if you can play through it, because you go over and sit down, that thing can tighten up on you. Then you're bothered by it all night long.
Dawson will stay in the game. A 4-point swing for the Warriors. They now lead 5-2. Huff. Oh, nice fake, and now a three for Pickle. Got it.
Nice. I tell you, Pickle could do that to you. Last time we were here, Pickle put on a show and a half from outside.
Aaron Pickle knocking down the three to tie it, and now a steal by the Cougars. And Pickle draws the foul.
Well, North Putnam's really trying to pressure. They think let's take a look at this three-pointer. Nice ball fake, feet under him, shoulder square. Got a real nice look, and he can stroke that.
He shoots 38% from beyond the arc,
Yep.
knocking down that one.
That's a nice percentage, too.
And Pickle now, and he's fouled by Evan Lawrence.
Now see, here's what Pickle can do, Rob. He has such great body. Any guys with body control can just about create fouls. See, now he's a little reverse, under control, and that really forces that defense to stay on his feet. If he gets that defender to get off of his feet, he's dead meat.
First foul for the big man, and Pickle converts on the first free throw.
That is just a talent. You see a lot of really good ball players who can really orchestrate and generate fouls. He's one of them.
Got them both. Pickle with 5 of the 7 for North Putnam. Cougars back in front.
I like what North Putnam's doing here. They're trying to force some defense to offense. There's a turnover.
Pickle had the steal, but he stepped on the sideline. It will go right back to Danville.
What Danville has to do here is get the ball to the middle. Anytime you run your press breaker, if you use the sideline becomes a defender. Get the ball to the middle.
And a reach-in foul on the Cougars. So whistles aplenty here in the first quarter. That's already 2 on North Putnam, 4 on Danville.
That's exactly why we talked about in the keys to the game is protect the paint. You can see where it's going right now.
McHarg called with that foul. And now away from the ball, offensive foul.
Who's he get here? I think he may have got Dawson. Who's he get?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's number, if it is. Did he get him?
Scoreboard shows Cam Beatty, number 1.
Okay, then we'll go with Cam Beatty. I thought that's who the scoreboard has, so that's who we're going with. There it is, so that he picks up his first personal.
Beatty into the game for Braxton Fullwider. who has 2 fouls. Or 1 foul, excuse me.
Well,
Danville.
now we've got Danville going into a 1-3-1 half-court trap, kind of going back in a 2-3 zone here to protect the paint. That's why you do that.
3 is long for Lions, and it hit the tape up top.
Danville trying to throw a little wrinkle in to see if they can kind of get North Putnam out of their rhythm a little bit.
Wide open lane. Dawson missed the layup. Cleanup won't go for McMahon. Out of bounds belongs to North Putnam.
Wow, and I tell you, Danville really crashed the boards well there. Should have had, take a look, real quick look. Offensive rebounds, go up strong with your legs, use the glass. Anytime you just arm it, a lot of times you see it go short. Use those legs, use the glass, it'll go in.
Halfway through this first quarter, North Putnam up by 2. Huff looking to drive. Hands it off to Hackelman. And a reach-in foul going to be called, I believe, against McMahon.
Well, Danville's starting to get a lot of fouls because of the reaching. The officials clearly have sent a message now, if you're going to reach, regardless which team you're on here, good chance it's going to get called a foul.
And that is already 6 fouls in this first quarter.
That's a lot.
For Danville.
Stop reaching.
The second against McMahon.
Hey, if it's not called, you play as physical as you want, but it's clearly being called.
Huff could not inbound. He calls a timeout. 7-5, Cougars in front, 3:39 to play here in the first quarter. Want to thank Endeavor Communications. Endeavor is here for over 70 years. We have supported our communities with solutions and technology that is easy for everyone, with one of the fastest broadband services around, including Mooresville. Find out more at weendeavor.com.
You know, for me, Danville's just a half step slow right now. And when a team is just not quite playing to the rhythm that they're used to playing, you don't hit free throws, you reach. They've got to pick up their momentum a little bit here to equal what North Putnam is putting out on this floor.
We mentioned at the top of the broadcast how Danville has the height advantage.
Yeah.
Are they using that in your mind so far?
Yeah, for the most part. They're getting to the paint, getting some decent shots. Their problems right now on defense, they're standing. Anytime you stand on defense and you're playing a decent, quick team like North Putnam, it could be trouble.
Oh, nice move for Aaron Pickle. How about the senior? He has 7 of the 9 for the Cougars.
Well, he's open. You know why he's open? Because he's always moving. Guys who move without the ball always seem to get open.
And a reach-in foul going to be called against North Putnam.
Well, we just talked about it. Both teams. Guys, these guys are calling reaches, and you're going to be in a lot of foul trouble if the reaching doesn't stop. They've clearly sent a message here that's going to be called.
Goes against Pickle, his first, 3rd against the Cougars. Again, the Warriors with 6 fouls here in this first quarter.
Smart teams read officials, how they're calling the game. That's pretty.
Spin around, but it won't go for Brady Ruggles.
Great move. I'd love to see the glass.
Here comes Pickle. He's rejected. Saved from out of bounds.
Clean block.
Warriors in transition with Tyler Dawson. McMahon inside the paint. Rattles out, and a foul on the rebound.
Well, I like what Danville's doing here. North Putnam is not stopping the ball long before it gets to the middle. Here comes the block. I like this. No call. I just think that's a good no call right there. It's a clean block. I agree with the official there. But North Putnam's allowing Danville to get really deep in paint penetration, and that's going to be problematic if that continues because of what you talked about with Danville's size.
7th foul against Danville. So North Putnam is in the bonus, and we still have 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Well, which leads us into keys of the game number 3. Going to shooting a lot of free throws now. Good percentage can win you a ball game here.
The Cougars as a team just under 70% from the line. Danville just over 70%. Second one no good for Monick. And a block going to be called.
Yep, I completely agree. There's no way. When you're allowing the offensive player to get that much momentum, it's almost next to impossible to get the charge here. See, he's running backwards. There's no way he gets feet planted. That's a good call. I completely agree with that.
Huff with his first.
We can see what Danville, Rob, is trying to do here. Get the rebound and go.
2:45 to play here in the first quarter. Dawson.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's just a solid move. That's a physical move. He used his legs, his body, strong kid.
Cougars trying to respond, and one.
Well, we're going to have foul after foul because now both teams are just continuing to live in the paint and on the dribble drive. Take a look at, here's again, this is a nice look because the wide. See, right through, no backside help, and dribble drive and a foul. You have got to either get backside help or switch. You got to do one of the two, or the team, whomever it might be, is just going to do layup after layup.
13-7 and a steal by the Cougars. Scrafton tried to get it right back. It goes out of bounds. It will belong with Danville. Hey, I love the aggression and the scrappiness by both teams here to start this contest.
Yeah, I do too, but what you can't do against teams that are quick, and both these teams are quick, is dribble. Rotate through passing. Get it to the middle and pass.
Dawson will bring it across the timeline, and a foul going to be called against Braden Manette.
Well, you can't blame the officials here. There's a lot of physical play, and the problem with officiating, was official for a long time myself, if you don't call the tight reaches, then it gets out of hand.
Fifth foul against the Cougars. Warriors with 8. McMahon for Birmingham.
See, Danville's trying to stretch North Putnam's defense to continue to have the paint open. There it is again, and there's the reach.
And it will send McMahon to the line.
See, that's created, Rob, because Danville's spacing offensively is really nice. Take a look. You're going to see North Putnam has everybody stretched, so there's nobody in the paint, and they got one guy who, if he doesn't react pretty quick, he's just going to get a foul.
He goes against number 10, Nick Hensley, his first. As McMahon gets on the board.
Well, this continues. We're going to see how good these benches are because the fouls are piling up.
We're going to be talking about foul trouble before we even reach halftime. Second one, no good. 13-8. Cougars in front, under 2 to play here in the opening frame. Huff will launch a 3. That's short. Dawson with another rebound.
I thought Huff had a pretty good look there. The shot was just a little short. You've got to mix it up or the paint will just get full of defenders. Nice pass.
Tough shot there for McMahon. And here comes Ellis Lyons. Goes to the hoop and lays it in.
Really nice start for the Cougars. North Putnam's, they're such a scrappy ball club. Oh, whoa. I tell you.
Foul going against North Putnam. Both teams now in the bonus. Yes, we're in the first quarter.
Something tells me this is going to get a little chippy before it's all over with. This is just a race in transitions, all this is. This young man right here at the free throw line, I'll tell you, he's built like a football player.
Tyler Dawson.
Yeah, Dawson.
One of the top wide receivers for a very successful Danville football team back in the fall. He's getting D1 looks for football.
You can see why. He is a physical specimen.
Missed the free throw. He stays with 6 points here for Danville in the first quarter. They trail 15-8.
If I'm North Putnam, I want the best shot I can find. I got the lead. I got a minute. Take care of the ball here. Get me the best shot I can find.
Under a minute to go. Pickle drives.
Nothing wrong with that shot. Great patience by the Cougars.
Aaron Pickle with 9 points here in the first quarter.
Danville's got to take care of the ball now.
Under 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Dawson, and another touch foul.
Yep, and if I'm him, I would do that every time. Until they stop the dribble drive, he is so strong. If they don't stop me, I'm going. I think he does the exact right thing right here. Foul
went against Nick Hensley. His third foul of the first quarter. As that's saved from out of bounds, but right into the hands. Dawson missed the layup, but there for the cleanup is Brady Ruggles, his first bucket of the night.
Danville hitting the boards really well.
Warriors in double figures now, 17-10.
This could be big.
Lions too strong. And another good board for Brayton McMahon. He's looking to go coast to coast. Lost the handle of it, and a charge going to be called.
See, now that time, clearly, the feet were planted. He had already made up his mind that he was not going to stop. Look, this is a man on a mission right here. He's just going. And nice position there by North Putnam.
Zach Huff draws the charge. Cougars get the ball with 4 seconds to play. Huff kicks to the corner, three! Rattles out, no good for Hensley, but wow, what a first quarter. If you like points, we got them. You like fouls, we also got them. 17-10, Cougars in front after the first quarter. We'll be back. You're watching high school boys basketball on ISC, brought to you by Endeavor Communications.
Want lightning fast internet speeds? Choose Endeavor. Go from slow to whoa. From last to fast. And wait to great. Endeavor Communications is bringing the fastest internet speed in Indiana to your town, so you can download huge files in a flash, stream videos at blazing speeds, and game online faster than you thought possible. Think fast and contact Endeavor Communications today at join.weendeavor.com.
Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds left. Fake players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that's awesome. I love it. That's the finish. You get a layup taken and an and one. My ball.
Welcome back to North Putnam High School. Rod Conant, Jan Bozier, and the rest of our ISC crew. Wow, what an entertaining first quarter.
Yeah, it really was. Now what's going to come into play is the basketball IQ of both of these ball clubs. The fouls are adding up, and you just can't continue to add fouls to your starters. We'll see if both teams adjust here a little bit.
Both teams already in the bonus after the first quarter of play. Wild shot, and that will be the 10th foul on Danville.
Well, I'm going to tell you why. Once again, he creates his foul because he maneuvers, uses his body to force the defender to leave his feet. And once again, anytime a defender leaves his feet, you can create a foul. And he's really good at it.
Pickle knocks down his first free throw, and the senior already with 10 points.
Yeah, he's that guy.
Comes into the game averaging 17 points and 8 rebounds per game. His season high is 28 in that game against Indian Creek.
Now, Danville's got to quit allowing this press to affect it. Get the ball in the middle, run your offense. Really good job this time.
Right side jumper. I guess that was a left side jumper, no good. Huff will pull up.
Got it. That's big. That's a backbreaker right there. When you already had that big lead, and they're really trying to protect the paint, that's how you draw them back out again.
5 different Cougars have scored here in the first half, and they force a turnover.
The press has affected Danville. You can't allow a press to affect you.
Splits defenders. Nolan Hackelman with the layup.
Well, North Putnam is clearly just taking this game under control, at least for right now.
Dawson. And a foul going to be called against the Cougars. That will be the 9th of the half.
Let's take a look here. See, he sees that Danville's going to back off, and good shooters, as soon as you see that, stroke it way really deep again in the paint. North Putnam is absolutely taking what the defense has given them.
Dawson knocks down the first one. Couple of substitutions. Jace Scrafton back in for Danville.
Both these ball clubs average attempting around 15 free throws per game, so they both are teams that love to get to the free throw line.
Again, Dawson misses the second. Danville trailing by 13 14 here in the second quarter. Nearly lost it. Lions gathers it back up. And the Cougars will reset the offense. 6.5 to play here in the second quarter. Lions left alone. He thought about it. Kick back out. Huff. Hackelman drives. And a steal. Here comes Tyler Dawson. Easy layup going.
North Putnam gets a little bit careless with their pass. They had the ball rotation going and got just a little impatient. Danville with a nice steal.
Getting both teams coming into tonight. Here is Huff launching another three off the mark. Finish my thought, both teams on big winning streaks coming into tonight. Danville has won 7 in a row.
And winning creates confidence. Confidence creates a lot of things in your offense.
Tyler Dawson with the three. And now a block going to be called at midcourt. Tyler Dawson, he has that ability to take over, and he's really done it all for Danville here in this first half.
Here's a nice look of the wide shot. There's the three-pointer. And, you know, once again, you take what the defense allows you to take. And you got to take that shot if you're Danville. We continue to talk about how crowded the paint is. And if you don't, as a ball club, open it up a little bit, it really gets tight in there.
Tyler Dawson already with 11 points. On the other side, Huff knocks down the second free throw. He's got 4. 25-16 Cougars.
Danville's got to find a way to get this momentum back in their court.
Fullwider on the left side. Backs it out. Lawrence, the big man, left it short.
Yeah, pretty nice drive. Love to see him use the glass, though. That's a solid move. Go up strong and forcing the officials to call a foul there.
Pickle for 3. Wow, yes, sir.
That's huge. Couple threes now for the Cougars have really put a little bit of hurting on Danville here to get back in this thing, at least for now.
That's the second triple for Pickle. 12-point lead for North Putnam. That three won't go for Ruggles.
I'll tell you, North Putnam's doing a pretty good job of allowing just one shot, Rob. That's big as well.
Here's Pickle again. A little too strong on that one. Out of bounds and belongs to Danville. We have not mentioned Brady Ruggles' name a whole lot in this first half. Again, the senior for Danville averages 21 points per game. He has been held to just 2 so far.
That's a great observation. He's got this offense got to go through him a little more. You got to know who your scores are.
Here's Scrafton.
Nope, that's out of bounds.
Did he lose the handle of that?
Yeah, he must have because it went up and hit the guide wire. That's out of bounds. Actually, technically, a dead ball for my officiating days.
He probably wants that possession back.
I like it now. Danville's going to try to, if you're not, your offense is not clicking, try to make something happen with some pressing or half-court traps.
Braden Bonnet, top of the key. Over to Huff, closing in on 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 28-16, North Putnam now going to slow it down a bit on this possession.
You don't want to be, why be in a hurry? Yeah. You got a 12-point lead.
Lions, long three, right side, no. Fullwider with the rebound, up ahead of the Warriors. Back to Fullwider. And a charge away from the ball. Evan Lawrence going to pick up the foul. As Ellis Lyons just hit the deck.
Well, there's a time to be physical. Let's take a look. It's a great wide shot. Here comes Lawrence.
Well, he just bullied him.
I do that in buffet lines, but I don't get called for a foul. I mean, he just co-cocked him.
Three from the right side. Off the back of the iron, no. Good, tough rebound there for Jace Scrafton, the freshman for Danville.
Yeah, it's just, quite honestly, in all seriousness, it's just not time to get silly fouls. That's a silly foul. I like him a lot.
Oh, won't go for Dawson, but he'll go to the line.
He is just a gamer. In football, basketball, anything he plays, he has that mindset of toughness. I just love. Take a look at him. See, he does a great job of reading. And that time he comes to a jump shot so he doesn't get the charge. But he's just that guy who's a gamer. He wants the ball. He wants to make the play.
Both teams now in the double bonus. 3:15 to play here in the first half. Lawrence will have a seat. Second free throw for Dawson, the senior.
Good play.
Got it.
And quite honestly, he's kept Danville in striking distance still. With his play, really he has.
They cut the deficit to 10. Just over 3 minutes to go until halftime.
Yeah, and if you're Danville, you really want to keep this no more than 10. Hopefully get it down a few more going into halftime. See if you've weathered a storm.
Huff at the logo. And again, North Putnam taking their time, slowing it down here in the second quarter with that double-digit lead. Monette will try a three.
Boy.
He connects from the right side.
And while they haven't hit a lot, when they have hit them, they have been backbreakers.
2.5 to go here in the first half. Birmingham will try the three.
Yep.
And a foul on the rebound.
Wait a minute. We think it's on.
Oh, they called it on North Putnam.
I'm telling you, that's exactly what he did.
You see at the bottom of your screen,
And
Coach Brooks is in disbelief.
Yeah, he's about to lose whatever he's going to lose. He called the hold. It happened long before what people think they saw. He actually seen a hold, and what people thought they seen from North Putnam was on the back. But he's seen a hold earlier. That's what he called. Let's take it. This is a great wide look. Now he's going to call North Putnam for a hold, right? Well, I didn't see a lot, but he's seen enough. That's all that matters.
Yeah, everyone thought it was an over the back on Scrafton, but instead it's Monette.
He thought it may be more of a push-off than a hold, to be more precise in the call.
And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Brooks. His Cougars lead at 31-19, 2:15 to play here in the first half. We'll take it with them. We'll be back on ISC. You're watching high school basketball, brought to you by Endeavor Communications.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
Thanks to Endeavor Communications, partnering with ISC for tonight's broadcast here from North Putnam High School. Rob Connick, Jan Bozier, and the rest of the crew as the Cougars lead at 31-19. Just over 2 minutes to go till halftime, coming out of the Cougar timeout.
Danville a little bit smaller now to try to get some more quickness in to quite honestly match the quickness of North Putnam.
Monette feeds it into the corner. Lions for three. No good.
And I'll tell you, that was as good a defensive possession as Danville's had. They got North Putnam to really take the shot they wanted them to take there.
Birmingham back out to Ruggles. Again, the senior just with 2 points. Contact, nothing. Dawson with the cleanup.
I'll tell you, there's the young man again. He has absolutely kept Danville within striking distance.
He has 10 points in this quarter.
And they're just hustle plays. Most of them are great hustle plays.
31-21. A minute 15 to go here in the first half.
See, and they've got him, Rob, right now in the middle because of his quickness to try to help stop that dribble drive from the Cougars.
Hoff will back out, reset the offense. A minute to go. Lions, and that ball is kicked out of bounds.
Danville's defense has tightened up here really the last 2 to 3 minutes. Played much better here in the second period. Now they've got to get their offense with a little bit of a spark here.
Cougars took an early control of this second quarter to go up by double figures, and they've been able to hold that large lead.
Nice.
Wide open.
That's just patience. Patience and don't panic.
Lions with the layup. Manette with the assist.
Nice. Beautiful pass. You got to finish.
Birmingham left it short, but a second chance for Danville until it's stolen away. Ball loose, and a foul going to be called near midcourt.
Boy, Danville is going to look back at this first half and go, wow, there's a lot of points we maybe could have, should have had, but they just have not finished.
A lot of easy layups missed.
Pretty quick hands by Pickle.
He has been all over on both sides of the court. He'll now go to the free throw line.
You look at this North Putnam ball club, Rob, and you got to think Southmont's the other contender in this sectional, but this is the sectional really for the first time. I think they're the favorites. I really do. I mean, there's some teams obviously are pretty good, but you look at sectional 43 and you really think North Putnam, if they can continue to play the way they are, they've got to be the favorite going into that thing.
And it would be a nice opportunity. North Putnam lost to Southmont to start the season back in November, 55-49. And it's actually, these two teams, Danville and North Putnam, have 5 common opponents. Both of them lost to Southmont.
Right.
Very tough team are the Mounties.
But I just think the way North Putnam has continued to play down the stretch, I think since that game they have played a lot better.
Down to 5 seconds.
There's a travel.
Dawson has to fire it. Oh, he got it from the corner.
And maybe that's the spark that Danville needs to go into halftime to get this offense moving.
Tyler Dawson with 19 points in the first half. As the clock was winding down, he throws up a prayer and somehow gets it to go.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to make some of those to give yourself. And I'll tell you, all things considered, just 11-point lead.
Tyler Dawson has tied a season high, and we're only at halftime. He is keeping Danville in this, but they trail 35-24 at the break. We'll be back. You're watching high school basketball on ISC, brought to you by Endeavor Communications.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
Irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Back at North Putnam High School at halftime. It is the home team leading Danville 35-24. A team that had a lot of offense, a lot of turnovers, some missed shots, and a lot of fouls in that first half, Jan.
Yeah, I really think North Putnam took advantage of what they were able to produce, and most of it was a lot of defensive pressure. They just kind of got Danville rattled a little bit by their trapping and some different things. And then not a lot of three-pointers, but when they hit those three-pointers, boy, for me, they were just daggers. Now, that being said, on the North Putnam side, the other side, the fact that Danville's only down 11, they're still way within this ball game. And one young man really kept them in it.
That's right, Tyler Dawson, 19 of the 24 for Danville. Coming into tonight, Jan, his season high, 19. He has met that in a first half.
Well,
and again, it's kept Danville in this.
It really has. He's that type of player, though. You can sense if he needs to do more, he's got it within him to do more. He is such a physical kid. He has so much knowledge of whatever he does. He reads what the defense gives him. I thought his effort really kind of kept his ball club within striking distance.
On the North Putnam side, leading them in scoring in that first half. How about the senior Aaron Pickle? He averages 17 points per game, 16 in that first half.
I think Aaron Pickle is a diamond in the rough, unfortunately, because they don't get as much exposure, not being around Central Indiana. I think he is a diamond in the rough player. I've seen him now play a couple times, and for me, he does so many things as good as anybody. His body control, he's smart, he can shoot it from outside, he can create shots, and he's got the full game, he really does.
Both offensively, and he had a couple of picks as well, picking people's pockets on the defensive side in that first half. So again, North Putnam leading it at the break, 35-24. Cute halftime performance from the youth cheerleaders here tonight.
I told you I have 4 granddaughters, and so I make sure I applaud the young girls getting out there and having some fun.
Their boys basketball team having some fun as well. 35-24, your halftime score. And again, we want to thank Endeavor Communications for helping us out, partnering with ISC for tonight's broadcast. Endeavor Communications is your hometown telecom provider. For over 60 years, you can call them at 1-800-622-6677 or visit them online at weendeavor.com to find out how we can serve you.
Well, let's talk a little bit about what we think perhaps might happen coming in the second half a little bit. I think what Danville has to do is stop allowing the pressure to affect them, and it had. What they've got to do is run their press breaker, and when you run a press breaker, you get the ball to the middle of the field. That opens it up, and therefore the pressure is not near as bad. But when the pressure allows you and forces you to go to the sides, you get in trouble. They just got to take their time. You get 10 seconds. Let me tell you, 10 seconds is a long time.
Right.
As long as you don't panic. So that's what I think Danville needs to do, is get their set, go inside, outside. What I think North Putnam has to do, they're not going to change a whole lot. If you scored 35 against the Danville ball club, you don't change a lot. But I think what they want to do is make sure they don't reach. They're going to talk about what not to do here. Don't reach on defense. Stay out of trouble and allowing Danville to go to the free throw line.
Again, 35-24, your halftime score. And the cheerleaders have cleared the court. Now they have another special recognition coming up. The new softball coach here at North Putnam High School, Carrie Rousey, being introduced to the crowd here tonight. So it'll be an interesting and fun spring season here at North Putnam. So getting a new softball coach here for the Cougars and the athletic director as well. Being joined here, Bart Yoakum.
Yeah, he's awesome. Let me tell you, Bart Yoakum is a class guy. I've been here a couple times now, and it's so great when you're just mad. And he said, "Can I get?" He was willing to go to the concession stand for me for crying out loud. I don't know if I've ever had that. So he immediately goes to the top of my list.
Doing a great job here at North Putnam High School. So there he is with the new softball coach, Carrie Rousey, being introduced here in front of the crowd. A Fort Wayne Northrop High School former softball coach. He also was at Heritage High School as well back in the 90s. So he's from the Fort Wayne area, but here he is now in Putnam County. He's going to be leading the softball program. We'll take a break, and when we come back, second half coming up next. Again, it's North Putnam leading Danville 35-24 here on the ISC Sports Network, brought to you by Endeavor Communications.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
Leaps ahead, still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me?
Champions of Marion County.
Unbelievable. Touchdown.
Living up to that last day. Wabash has the lead for the first time today. So that was going to be a highlight reel.
Oh, baby. Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
Again?
Tortured by technology? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with Speed Geeks. Our Speed Geeks are expert technicians ready to rescue you from technology troubles. Our experts are here to get and keep your Wi-Fi running properly. We'll even make sure all of your devices stay connected. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
11-point lead for the hometown North Putnam Cougars. Leading Danville as we get ready for the second half. Rob Conant, Jan Bozier, and the rest of our ISC crew. Greg Mash, our producer here tonight. And again, thanks to Endeavor Communications. And again, that first half saw a lot of fouls. Both teams were in the bonus before the first quarter was even over. But a lot of great looks offensively once both teams got things rolling.
Yeah, both teams, you see right here, back-to-back on both teams, missions to find the paint, and that's why we talked about it. In keys to the game, you better protect it because they're going there.
Aaron Pickle with 3 of his 16 points in that first half for the Cougars.
Well, Pickles and this young man right here were the two that really found the points from their each ball club.
Tyler Dawson, again, 19 of the 24 points for Danville, which, again, he is that type of guy, like you've been saying, Jan. Not surprising that he's been able to take over, but we mentioned some other top players for Danville being almost non-existent in that first half. Brayton McMahon averages 14 points per game. He had 1 in the first half. And Brady Ruggles, the Air Force commit, 21 points per game. He had just 2 in that first half.
Well, I think that you give North Putnam some credit for that. On the other hand, I think Danville has to know who their scorers are and try to find them and get them in their hands a little bit more. Now, those players as well need to do their part and move a little more to get open. So it takes everybody to conquer that problem.
One other thing that we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, coming into tonight's game, we were wondering if Danville's height advantage would play a factor. Not so much.
Well, the way the game has been played, it's been a non-factor, quite honestly. Now, that being said, Danville did a pretty good job of offensive rebounds, but they were not able to really finish on a lot of those. Let's see if they can correct that in the second half.
Yeah, a lot of missed layups, missed opportunities for the Warriors.
I think this first couple minutes for Danville is going to be super important to see if they can, get some rhythm and some momentum going on their side.
Ruggles tries the 3 to get him going, but it rattles out. And a defensive rebound for Aaron Pickle. 35-24. Huff looking to drive. Reverse layup. Short. And Dawson with another rebound for Danville. In the corner. McMahon will try the 3. No. And a rebound. A foul going to be called going the other way.
Yeah, and part of the problem, I think, North Putnam has done a little bit better job than Danville of really trying to get check-out position offensively and defensively. Danville's going to have to get a step quicker to get inside position on these rebounds.
Something happened here on the other end. Nolan Hackelman, the referee, he might have blood on his jersey or something, but Coach Brooks was forced to make a substitution there. So we'll try to figure out what that was about. Danville with the steal. Tough shot. McMahon, man.
Yeah, and again, a good shot, but did not finish.
The Warriors start this second half 0 for 3.
Yep.
As Monett lost the handle of it out of bounds.
Yep, correct call. Barely went off his leg. He didn't think so. See if it doesn't go off him right here. Yep.
Slipped right out of his hands.
Yep.
Full-wider controls it for the Warriors.
Cougars playing Cougars have switched defenses multiple times, down to tight man-to-man, doubling up the ball at times.
Dawson with 19 points, and he draws the foul. They're going to call it on the floor. Again, both teams were in the double bonus halfway through the second quarter. And a lot of fouls called in the first 16 minutes of play. Nolan Hackelman back in. Bonnet will sub out, so whatever that situation was for Hackelman, they got it fixed. Here's Scrafton, the freshman, missing the three.
Boy, and the outside shooting has just not been here, at least for now, for Danville. They've had some decent looks, just have not drained them.
Still looking for a first point of the third quarter, and it will come on the hands of who else? Aaron Pickle, now with 18 on the night.
Yeah, he's played amazing so far. Not a great start right now. Danville's got to be careful about letting this lead get completely out of hand.
Fullwider will go to the line. Foul goes against Matt McHarg. And that is his fourth foul.
You know, since Danville had those couple losses back in December and January, quite honestly, they haven't been overly challenged. They've won by pretty decent margins in this winning streak they've had.
And if you're just joining us, both teams with long winning streaks coming into tonight. North Putnam has won 13 in a row. Danville has won 7 in a row.
See, and if you're struggling from outside, you have got to hit free throws. And they've not hit those real well now either, so that's a problem. At least free throws can keep you in it, and they've been there quite a bit.
Warriors shooting about 50% here tonight.
Wow,
as that one will go for Zach Huff.
How about that? He does some really interesting things. He's deceiving. He gets under there. Not the tallest guy, but he didn't really care.
Nice feed and high off the glass. Jace Scrafton with his first field goal of the night.
Danville needs to stop here. There it is. Didn't finish.
Cleanup for Braxton Fullwider.
Now let's see if Danville maybe had a little momentum here, a couple of shots in a row.
A 15-point deficit has quickly gone down to 11.
Ball to the middle.
5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Huff finds an open lane. Can't finish, though.
Yeah, that's a good no call. I didn't think that was a foul either.
Baseline drive and short. McMahon can't finish. Another missed opportunity underneath the basket.
Quite honestly, Rob, that's been the storyline of this game, is Danville's inability to finish at a consistent basis here.
39-28, Huff. And North Putnam will slow it up. And we saw this in the second quarter. Taking full advantage of this double-digit lead.
Yeah, what you don't want to do if you're North Putnam is to shoot yourself out of this game by taking bad shots, but as long as you got that young man, that ain't happening.
Aaron Pickle now with 20 points on the night. His 7th time this year he has scored 20 or more.
Look out. That's a great assist. Let's take a look at Pickle here. See, body control. He's got great length, so he can cover a lot of territory simply by his length. That's a nice dots and assist.
Foul went against Nick Hensley, his 4th. So you got 2 Cougars with 4 fouls. And Brady Ruggles knocks down the first free throw. So Hensley will have to have a seat with those fouls.
Well, I think what you try to do here if you're Danville is get this thing to 8 in that range. Cut, anywhere from 4 to 5 and have it to 8 or so going into the fourth period. And I think you're exactly where you want to be. But you don't want to have this thing still lingering around 11. That means you really haven't made much progress.
Trying to force it inside was Pickle, but it goes out of bounds off of Danville. 3:48 to play here in the third. Catch and shoot 3, Monnet. Dawson with the board.
Boy, Dawson's just everywhere. Sometimes that's what you got to do. That's what seniors do. That's what leaders do, is the things that somebody needs to do, get their ball club back in it.
A rejection by Pickle. Huff up ahead. He'll lay it in.
Body control. Boy, and he does a nice job of maneuvering in midair to avoid the block.
43-30, and a reach-in foul going to be called against Pickle. Fourth foul of the quarter. Third
here
against
at
Pickle.
Nice block. He just called the basketball IQ, Rob. He just seems to know what to do and when to do it, you know.
A lot of great talent spread across this North Putnam team.
There you
That'll go.
I tell you, he's your man. If you're Danville right now as a ball club, you got to recognize he's the guy getting it done, getting the ball.
Dawson will try to make it a three-point play. Foul against Lions, his first 5 here in the quarter on the Cougars.
Well, you know what has happened every time North Putnam has made a little run, Danville's kind of answered the bell, but they've not really cut this lead down much.
43-32. Like you said, Jan, seems like anytime Danville gets right there,
a little bit of a run,
North Putnam has a response. Let's see if they have another one here on this possession.
Well, and Danville's been able to do this. It still has not shot the ball well from outside at all.
2:35 to go. 11-point lead. Huff rise to the left.
Good
around
movement.
the Lions. He'll lay. Oh, he missed it.
He doesn't finish. I started to give him that a boy for great ball movement and spacing, but they didn't finish.
Ruggles across court pass. Scrafton stopped along the baseline. Feeds it in.
Got to know your double team. Get it out of there. You don't have much time, but you as a ball player have to recognize if you're double, triple team, math tells you somebody's got to be open.
McMahon lost it. One of the referees came in and said, hey, that was off of Danville. So the Cougars get it back.
Danville now, they're pressuring. They have to find a way to get some defense, offense buckets.
Pickle missed it. Tried to get his own rebound, but it's snatched by McMahon.
And he didn't finish.
A lot of missed opportunities by both teams.
No doubt about that, Rob.
Underneath the basket. That one will go. It's Tyler Dawson. Again, 23 points on the night.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew.
Danville has got it back within single digits.
I'm watching Dawson right here. The young man's a little bit pooped. He has really played hard. Take a look. Strong move again, goes in. And here it is inside. Physical play. You're not going to stop that. Let me tell you, that young man's burned up some calories in this game.
A new season high, 23 points for the senior Tyler Dawson.
I love tough-minded kids like that. I really do. I just like to watch them play, regardless of what the sport is.
Danville has cut the deficit to single digits. Huff tried to change that. His three from the top of the key won't go, but an offensive rebound. That one will go. It's Aaron Pickle.
Absolute dagger by Pickle. Wow.
23 for Aaron Pickle. Back up by 12 for the Cougars. Fade away. Too strong.
Tough shot.
Ruggles only with 4 points tonight for Danville.
North Putnam now, Coach Brooks saying slow down. No need to force anything here. We got a nice lead. You might as well get the shot. You don't have to stall, but make sure you get a really good, solid percentage shot.
Down to 40 seconds. Cougars weaving back and forth. Lions drives, and he finishes.
And that's to perfection right there. Burn up a little clock, get a layup.
14-point advantage for the Cougars. Looking for their 14th win in a row.
Well, I'll tell you, after 3 quarters, they clearly have played as good as they have played all year.
How about the freshman, Jace Scrafton from downtown?
Now the question is, can Danville find a way to break this in one more quarter? Ball fake, didn't finish.
Strong rebound, and then Dawson is fouled.
Yep, that's the right call. Yep. Coach Brooks not going to like it, but that's the right call. No doubt about that. Absolutely the right call.
Why he's upset about that, Jan, is Aaron Pickle has picked up his 4th foul.
That's huge on his part, especially with 5.7 seconds. And if I'm Danville, I take advantage of that.
Caught by Ruggles, and he gets the foul with 2.7 seconds.
Yeah, this is a great play by Danville to get it down there. Not a great play by North Putnam to foul with 2.7 seconds. Take a look at transition, clearly a foul. They're just kind of fortunate he didn't finish that and get an and one attempt. Now, with this free throw, he can get this thing, all things considered, he may get them within striking distance again. And he gets the fall. And now for the first time can get it under 10.
Pickle will check back
Wow,
into the
now
game.
this is interesting. They're going to play defense to offense here, and he's got to be careful.
Yeah.
Don't think for a second. Coach Barber doesn't know tactics to draw somebody's 5th foul.
Back within single digits.
Yep, that's big, big play with 2.7. We're going to try to find Pickle.
And the third quarter comes to a close. Oh, we got a good one.
Yeah, I'll get that.
Playing it on the stage. Good work, Jan. 48-39. The three-pointer.
Sorry about that, Rob.
You're good. Aaron Pickle. We'll be back. ISC brought to you by Endeavor Communications. High school basketball on a Tuesday night.
Hi, I'm Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And, of course, we do the incredibly creatively and appropriately named Query and Schultz program every Monday on ISC Sports Network. Derek, it airs at what time?
7:30.
Okay, every Monday at 7:30. We're now on season number 2, and if history tells us anything, catch us now because you never know when they pull the plug on it.
Why would you say that?
Because it's happened
That's not going
before.
to happen here. Comcast, Xfinity 81, ISCSportsNetwork.com, ISC Sports Network, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. So many places to watch Query and Schultz, 7:30 on Monday.
Want lightning-fast internet speeds? Choose Endeavor. Go from slow to whoa. From last to fast. And wait to great. Endeavor Communications is bringing the fastest internet speed in Indiana to your town. So you can download huge files in a flash. Stream videos at blazing speeds. And game online faster than you thought possible. Think fast and contact Endeavor Communications today at join.weendeavor.com.
Fourth quarter underway. North Putnam leading Danville 48-39. Rob Conant, Jan Bozier, and the rest of your ISC crew with you here. As the Warriors, just like you wanted, Jan, if you're the head coach Danville, if you are Coach Barber, back within single digits.
Yeah, and Danville outscores North Putnam 15-13 in that third period, so they made a little bit of a charge there. Now, Pickle's going to have to be really careful. They need him to stay on the court. That's
three-pointer, good, wow.
That's patience and offense, and that's confidence on the home court by North Putnam.
Ellis Lyons with his first triple of the night. 51-39.
There's the big guy getting involved. I like it.
Evan Lawrence with his first field goal of the game. Here's Pickle. Off the glass, no.
Whoa,
into the hands of Danville.
Pickle was close.
Up ahead, Dawson. Got it.
Little momentum by Danville.
Dawson up to 25 points for the Warriors.
Danville understands they got to do something right now. Here's a steal and a layup.
51-45. It's a 6-point game.
Danville understands it's now or never. That pass.
Another turnover by the Cougars.
And the one thing the Cougars have to avoid is self-destruction.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, baby. That came
Grafton.
That was shot in from Danville.
The freshman.
We got a little run here, boys.
The Warriors have made it a 3-point game. North Putnam, and it's through the hands of Huff.
And Danville has done exactly what you want to try to do when you're behind, is get the opponent rattled. And right now they have Danville with a really good start here.
51-48 timeout, North Putnam. My goodness.
Well, that's the most energy we've seen out of Danville. They really played hard, played strong. Let's take a look at some replays here. That's as strong as Danville has quite honestly played all game long. There's a big-time three by North Putnam. And since that time, it was all Danville, and they were doing it, getting the big guy involved, inside, outside. Really, really good energy by the Warriors.
What a start by Danville. And for the first 3 quarters, North Putnam did a pretty good job controlling and containing possession, taking care of the ball. But in the first minute 49 of this fourth quarter, Danville has taken it up a notch, forced the turnovers, and we got ourselves a ball game.
Maybe 2 notches. That was as much energy I've seen Danville play with all game long. And they made themselves really, really hard to compete against there in that short period of time. And look what they did in such a short period of time. Now a 3-point lead.
Coming out of the Cougar timeout.
I would have been surprised if we didn't see, at least during this game, some energy and a run by Danville. They're just too good not to.
Wild shot, block going to be called. And Fullwider is slow to get up.
Well, it's on the opposite side. Let's take a look. This is a nice look with the wide shot. Wow. The only thing I can tell you, he was leaning backwards when it came, and that may have been enough for the official to go, you're moving. If you're going to take the charge, you got to have the feet set, the body set. A lot of people want that charge, but if he's moving, moving's moving.
Yep.
I don't know what he's seen, but you can make a case for why he didn't give him the charge.
Fullwider to the line. He is a 58% free throw shooter. He hits the first one.
I get it. Taking a charge is not fun. It hurts. But got to take one for the team now and then.
1 point
How about that?
Game.
How about that? Now all of a sudden Danville's press has become an issue. To the middle, there you go. See, you break the press.
North Putnam led by as much as 15 in this ball game, as Tyler Dawson will be called for the foul underneath.
And what North Putnam's trying to do here, and we'll see it, is they're trying to spread the floor again to get that paint more open and take advantage of it. The question will be, how long can Pickles stay in this game with 4 fouls?
A foul win against Dawson. If you're a Danville fan, you're sighing some relief there. It's just his first foul of the game. Here's a 3, right side, won't go for Lions.
Tough shot.
Fight for the rebound.
Tough shot. At that point in time in the game, that's a tough shot.
Danville with a chance to take the lead.
How about that?
Tyler Dawson with 25 points to lead the Warriors.
And I know we've said it a few times, but he literally allowed his team to stay within striking distance, and now they strike.
Lawrence over the head of McMahon.
That's just, you can't make that mistake right there. Your team had a real shot to get back in this. I'm sure it obviously wasn't intentional, but unfortunate for them, it's a turnover at a bad time.
Under 5 to play here in regulation. North Putnam 15-2 on the year. Danville at 15-3. The Warriors had a chance to take the lead. Tough shot. Fullwider, no, but the cleanup, yes.
Yeah, there's the man again.
Dawson gives the Warriors the lead.
I tell you, whoever wins this thing, the other team's going to look back at, go, man, we had some opportunities that we didn't finish. How about that? For the first time, Danville 1-point lead.
Crowd getting into it here in North Putnam.
I would expect nothing less when I come to a ball game.
Huff drives, got it, and the foul!
I love it. Now we're seeing the battle begin. It's kind of been chase. Now we got a battle going. Take a look at this. Hesitates, crossover dribble. That's pretty. That's really pretty. He's got some quickness.
Foul going against Jace Scrafton. The freshman picks up his third, a timeout on the court. 53-52. We'll take a break. Buckle in. You're watching high school boys basketball on ISC, brought to you by Endeavor Communications.
Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds left. Same players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that's awesome. I love it. That's the finish. You get a layup, take it, and an and one. Out of here.
53-52. North Putnam leading Danville. The Warriors trailed by as much as 15 in this ball game. They have battled back here with 4:16 to play here in the fourth quarter.
Rob, I'm going to give you a secret. If you can make a lot of money off this, if you could bottle the energy that Danville produced to start the fourth period and sell it, you'd be a real rich man. And that's the challenge to the coaches is, guys, I need you to play like that for 4 quarters.
Yeah.
Now, the good news for Danville, they found it in that fourth period.
Coming out of the timeout, Huff trying to make it a 3-point play.
Now, there's your keys to the game. Free throws.
Got it.
Going down the stretch. They will be so important now.
One possession game. Closing in on the halfway mark of this fourth quarter.
Plenty of time. Got across the 10-second line to the middle. That's exactly how you break the press.
Ruggles from the right side. It rims in and out. Dawson with the rebound.
My.
We're tied.
This guy's going for MVP status now. This is more than just a guy putting his team on the back.
29 points for Dawson.
Tough shot.
Lions try to go reverse. Offensive rebound, though. 3:40 to go. Tied at 54.
Wow, what a fun game. How can you not like high school basketball, for crying out loud?
Great turnout here. And a foul going to be called on the floor. It goes against Danville. It goes against Brayton McMahon. And that is his fifth.
You know what I love about Brian Barber? During that whole time where they down by multiple, he never lost his composure, never, lost his mind, understands that during a lot of games there's going to be some challenges. He's got some veterans out there, and he just wanted to see if they'd play through it, and they did.
And Coach Barber has seen a lot in his 23 years as the head coach at Danville.
This is not his first rodeo.
North Putnam could not get it in, so they call a timeout. 3:31 to go. 54-54. Man, Jan, this is exactly what we were expecting. Yeah. North Putnam at 15-2, Danville at 15-3. Both teams putting long winning streaks on the line here tonight. The Cougars came out strong, but the Warriors have battled back from 15 down, and we got ourselves a ball game.
Well, right now, North Putnam, quite honestly, is struggling to find some openings because of that Danville pressure. Not a lot of people getting open. That's why they had to burn a timeout. Now what North Putnam has to do for the very first time is they got to find a way to match the energy of Danville. Make it hard on the other side. So both these teams understand with 3:31, it's going to be energy that really produces something here.
Foul trouble could play a factor
no
as well.
doubt.
McMahon has fouled out for Danville. Aaron Pickle, top player for the Cougars here tonight with 4 fouls.
This is when your big-time players, in my opinion, have to step up and make the big-time plays.
Huff controls it. Into the corner, 3 on the way, and it's gone for Alice Lyons.
He sat there and wanted the ball. He had his feet ready, his arms ready, and he called for the ball. I love that. That's confidence 101.
2 threes here in the quarter for the senior.
Danville, beautiful.
Oh, reverse layup for Fullwider.
Now we're getting gorgeous plays at both ends.
57-56, under 3 to play. Huff trapped, needs some help. Nearly stole it. Cougars keep it. Layup good. It's Nolan Hackelman.
North Putnam, very unselfish, got the nice extra pass to get the layup.
2.5 to go. 3-point lead for the Cougars.
Now the key for the Cougars here is to get a good, solid shot. They're doing a much better job of getting the ball down low and getting some movement.
Dawson. Off the glass short. Got his own rebound and put it in.
How about that?
Tyler Dawson with 31 points. That goes out of bounds, and it will belong to Danville. 2:08 to play as Dawson stays with it, lays it in. Season high 31 points for the senior for the Warriors.
Did you think I was a little quicker that time?
You did a good job retrieving that ball.
Twice.
2 minutes to go here in Roachdale.
2 minutes, baby. It's go time.
Corner three, Ruggles off the mark. Offensive rebound for Dawson.
Oh, no.
He got it again.
No. That's just not right. That is playing so far above and beyond. He will absolutely sleep for 24 hours after this game.
Foul going to be called against the Warriors. That is their 6th. Back and forth we go here in the late stages of the 4th quarter.
I just can sit and watch young men who put their heart on the floor all night long. I just love that type of competitiveness.
Huff looking to drive.
Oh,
got it!
Pretty as well. Now we're putting together highlight reel.
Back in front of the Cougars with 1:25 to play.
All seriously, it's now both teams going to have to start protecting the paint, or this is going to come down to whoever scores last.
Lawrence back to Scrafton.
You don't need to be in a hurry. You want quality here.
1:05 to go. Full wider
Tough
jumper.
Shot. Tough shot.
Rebounded by Huff.
Tough angle, tough shot.
Under a minute to play. Cougars by 1.
Under a minute. You got to move here if you're North Putnam.
And a foul going to be called.
Danville tried to get the double team, but got a little too much hand in the process. Now, clearly it's going to come down to free throw shooting at 61-60. Danville wants a timeout, Rob.
Both teams in the bonus will shoot free throws after the Danville timeout. 46.9 to go. Wow.
Well, it's you got to take care of the ball here. 61-60. You know that both teams are going to be trapping. You have to expect that, and if you don't, you're going to lose the ball. So the key to beat the trap is that good ball movement, good spacing. Teams that get good spacing and ball movement, hard to trap them. Teams that dribble, easier to trap.
Both teams have done a great job forcing turnovers all night long.
Wow.
Especially Danville to start this 4th quarter. That's how they were able to get back in it.
How many does Dawson have? What'd you say he has now?
31.
That's amazing.
His previous season high before tonight was 19.
I'll tell you what, I think what North Putnam has to do is they got to remember Pickle. He hadn't had the ball in his hands offensively very much here. Now, he's your go-to guy in this situation. Right there he is. There's your 2 stars of the game. Let's see who can pull it out. We got a prize fight right now.
Well, one thing you got to keep an eye on, you mentioned Aaron Pickle, 4 fouls.
You know, but he's played a long time. Yeah. Now they're not so big because there's only 46-9, but I really think North Putnam has to remember him down the stretch here. Ooh, missed free throw.
No good for Lions.
Ooh.
Danville down by 1. 40 seconds to go here in the 4th.
Let's see what they do. They're not going to be in a hurry. Oh, they throw it away. Oh, he saved it. Wow, there's a big save.
Dawson. Double team. Tough shot. No.
Rebound.
Put back. No.
Dawson, yes.
Dawson, yes.
Oh, my. Right there's the play of the game.
Under 20 to go. Danville back in front.
If Danville hangs on, there's the play of the game.
Lions for 3. No. Rebounded by the big man, Lawrence, and a foul called with 8.6.
And I'll tell you what he does very well right here. when he rebounds this ball, he keeps it up high. And the only thing you can do right there, if he does that, is fouling. Oh, my word. Here's the young man that has displayed energy that we need to bottle right now, somehow, some way. Unbelievable performance.
Dawson with 12 points here in the fourth quarter alone. His teammate Evan Lawrence, the 6'7 sophomore, to the line for the 1-and-1.
Yeah, and the big guy right here can certainly help his team. Got the ball. That's huge.
Wow.
Get one here, and the worst that can happen is you get tied. Huge free throws. Oh, my, that's solid.
3-point game. 5 seconds to go.
Where's Pickle?
Pickle for three. No! Put back, yes, but it's not enough. Danville wins it. 64-63.
What a game. And then the big guy hits clutch free throws. Hey, let's not forget those free throws. He don't hit them. North Putnam wins this thing.
What a comeback by the Warriors. They trailed by as much as 15. They come from behind.
Unbelievable performance by that gentleman right there. I'll remember that one for a long time. Look at it. He's still got energy. That's not even fair.
Unofficially, Tyler Dawson with 35 points to lead the Warriors. Their 8th straight win, and they snap North Putnam's 13-game winning streak. We'll take a break. We need a break. We need a breather. We'll recap this one when we come back. High school boys basketball on ISC, brought to you by Endeavor Communications.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
Leaps ahead, still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me?
Champions of Marion County.
Unbelievable! Touchdown.
Living up to that last day. Wabash has the lead for the first time today. So that was going to be a highlight reel. Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
What a ball game. We will remember this one for a long time. Danville comes from behind and shocks North Putnam 64-63 to improve to 16-3 on the season. The Cougars fall to 15-3. Rob Connett, Jan Bosher, the rest of the ISC crew with you here. Was 1 minute of commercial enough time to get your breath back after that one?
I'll tell you what was interesting, that not only did North Putnam find another gear, they found 2 more gears because they were relentless in that fourth period. They overcome an obstacle that I wasn't sure they could do because of how North Putnam played. Now, I will say this. In the last 2 or 3 minutes, I didn't think Pickle got enough touches. That being said, you can't criticize anything here. It was a 1-point game. A lot of shots, a little short, couldn't finish, the free throws missed, but all that plays into a ball game. At the end of the day, the big guy for Danville hit some clutch free throws, and it was enough to seal the deal.
Evan Lawrence, the 6'7 sophomore, with those clutch free throws to put Danville up by 3 in the final seconds. North Putnam had a good look at a 3 to tie it, couldn't get it. Put back at the buzzer was good, but they needed 3. They only got 2. And there's your final score, 64-63. Clutch free throws for Evan Lawrence, but how about his Danville teammate, Tyler Dawson, unofficially finishing with a new season high 35 points.
Yeah, and for me, the 35 is spectacular, but it was much about how he played the game. He refused to give up. He really was the key because he kept them within shouting distance first period and in halftime. Had he not been able to do that, this game would have never had a shot.
He had 19 of the 24 in the first half.
And early on, that's what he kind of pulled a little muscle there. I'm thinking he played through it. I kind of think of that.
Unbelievable performance for Tyler Dawson.
Well, and his strength, he's certainly not the tallest player there, but he might be the strongest out there. And I just thought his court awareness, his basketball IQ, but as much as anything, it was his overall energy on how he played the game, both on defense and offense, that was enough to bring Danville a huge way.
Tyler Dawson, our player of the game and our play of the game. Check it out one more time. Stuck with it. Third opportunity for the Warriors. And a great layup to keep Danville in front.
Only strength and energy allows you to get this rebound right here. North Putnam did not quite get enough body on him, and he just so strong, he willed himself to that rebound.
Again, 35 points for the senior, and what a game we had. Again, North Putnam led by as much as 15. Danville comes from behind, and they keep their winning streak alive now at 8 in a row.
And let me tell you something, North Putnam will learn from this. They're a great ball club. I still think they're either the best or one of the two best in their sectional. They'll rebound from this.
Again, the loss for the Cougars. It ends a 13-game winning streak, but North Putnam now 15-3 on the year. They will have West Vigo coming up in a couple of nights. As for Danville, they will be at home against Monrovia coming up on Thursday night. What a bowl game. What a performance for Tyler Dawson. And like we said, we're going to remember this one for a long, long time. Danville wins it 64-63 over North Putnam. For our producer, Greg Match, and everyone else involved with ISC, and for Jan Bozier, I'm Rob Connett. Thanks for joining us here on the ISC Sports Network. Thanks to Endeavor Communications for their partnership, for we could get this game on, and boy, was it a fun one here in Roachdale, Indiana. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night here on ISC and Endeavor Communications. Good night.
Again?
Tortured by technology? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with Speed Geeks. Our Speed Geeks are expert technicians ready to rescue you from technology troubles. Our experts are here to get and keep your Wi-Fi running properly. We'll even make sure all of your devices stay connected. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.